Welcome to the NRL Punters Weekly Digest, your one-stop shop for everything you need to know leading into this week's NRL games. This is our Round 3 Team Lists edition. Starting on Thursday night, we have the Penrith Panthers taking on the Melbourne Storm from Panthers Stadium. For the Panthers, no changes. For the Storm, Tom Eisenhuth replaces Felice Kafusi, who's suspended for the next 2 games after that, I guess you'd call it an elbow drop on Ryan Madison. Tyson Smoothie drops to the reserves, and Aaron Panay and Nico Hines have been named on the bench. My tip in this game is the Panthers by 10. Our first Friday night game sees the St. George Illawarra Dragons take on the Manly Sea Eagles from WIN Stadium. No changes for that Dragons side that beat the Cowboys last week. But for the Sea Eagles, Josh Schuster replaces Andrew Davey, who suffered a season-ending ACL injury in the South Clash last week. And Morgan Boyle finds himself on the bench for the Sea Eagles. My tip in this game is the Dragons by 8. Souths take on the Roosters in what could be the clash of the round, or one of 2 clashes of the round if you include the Panthers and the Storm clash. This is going to be an absolute doozy. My tip in this game is the Roosters by 4. And with respect to the Roosters, they have a massive boost this week with Victor Radley returning from injury. I believe he hasn't played since round 7 last year. He comes off the bench, and Angus Crichton retains his left back rower spot, having returned from suspension. For the Bunnies, Josh Mansour replaces Jackson Polo on the wing. Polo is out. I don't know how long he's out for actually, but the reason he's out is because he's been concussed twice in the last 2 weeks. So obviously the club are just monitoring him. Again, I've got the Roosters winning this one by 4, but I wouldn't be surprised if it went either way. First Saturday clash is the Canberra Raiders versus the Warriors, and that is from the spiritual home of the Green Machine, GIO Stadium. For the Raiders, Jared Croker makes his return from injury, and he takes the spot of Seb Chris, who has made an outstanding account for himself in the centres for the Raiders. I personally was hoping he would stay in the 17 somewhere. He was so impressive, possibly even edging out Curtis Scott, who admittedly has been in good form. For the Warriors, Sean O'Sullivan comes into the starting side, and he replaces, if you remember Sean O'Sullivan, he used to play for the Broncos. He replaces Chanel Harris-Tavita, who unfortunately looks to be out for up to 12 weeks with a left foot stress fracture. We wish him all the best in his recovery. Bunty Afoa will start at prop for the suspended Jamin Taunoa Brown, and Jack Murchie returns from injury in a boost for the Warriors. Bailey Sirinen, also in another boost for the Warriors, will play this week. It was suspected that he might be a scratching after his arm injury last week. I believe he was in a sling, but he has been named to play. I've tipped the Raiders by 8 in this one. The Broncos take on the Bulldogs from Suncorp Stadium at 5:30 p.m. on Saturday evening, and I think that this is a game that the Broncos could honestly win. It's their best opportunity. It's Nuffy versus Nuffy. No disrespect to any Broncos and Doggies fans, but you know what I'm saying. You guys aren't traveling all that well. For the Broncos, no changes in their side. Kevin Walters is spared the axe, but for the Bulldogs, Corey Waddell moves into the starting lineup, and Raymond Fatala Mariner is out for up to 20 weeks. So Waddell is his replacement. That's a big loss for the Bulldogs. He has been one of their best forwards, so hopefully they can replace his contribution to the side in some capacity. Tuipulotua Katoa takes the side of DWZ, Dallin Wateni-Zelezniak on the wing, and hookers Sione Katoa and Jeremy Marshall-King swap from bench to starting lineup, with Marshall King returning to the starting side. I have the Broncos winning this one by 12. In our final game of Saturday evening, the Eels take on the Sharkies from Bankwest Stadium. I haven't checked the weather, but if it's raining, we know what we're up against at Bankwest Stadium. A lot of puddles. Isaiah Papali'i for the Eels takes Ryan Madison's spot in the starting lineup. Madison is obviously out with that concussion injury sustained from Felice Kofusi's elbow. And Ray Stone makes his return from injury, not to injury. That would be a bad return. He makes his return from injury via the bench. For the Sharkies, Connor Tracy takes Mawini Hiroti's spot in the centres. I'm not quite sure what the reason was behind that one. I'm not sure if it was a form decision, but either way, they swap out, and Teague Wilton takes Tracy's spot on the bench. My tip in this clash is the Eels by 4. First Sunday game is from McDonald Jones Stadium. I wish this was called like McDonald's Nuggies Stadium or something like that. McDonald's Chips Stadium. McDonald's Chips Stadium. The Knights take on the Tigers at 4 or 5 p.m. And this is a game that I think the Knights are absolutely going to charcoal barbecue Tigers in. I think it's going to be an 18-point win for the Knights. And they're boosted by Kurt Mann's return. He replaces Phoenix Crossland in the halves. What a boost to have. And what an ominous inclusion for the Knights if you're a Tigers supporter or a Tigers player. You'd be thinking, we really couldn't have done with that this week. Or any week, really. James Roberts replaces Joey Leilua, who's on the outer, who's been axed after his abysmal performance last week. And look, I was embarrassed. I've always been a big Joey Leilua fan because I know on his day, he can be the best center in the comp. When his defense is on, when his attack is on, when he's at his bulldozing, menacing best, he's an absolute weapon. But focus not there. No good for Joey. Zane Musgrave returns from suspension to take Joey Alpha Hengawi's spot in the front row, with Diamond Joe dropping to the bench. Again, Knights by 18 in this clash for mine. And last game of the round sees the North Queensland Cowboys take on the Gold Coast Titans. Little brother, North Queensland Cowboys. Little brother versus big brother Gold Coast Titans with big balls and big arms. This is a game that I think the Titans are going to win by 6. And I think it's going to be a close game because the Cowboys weren't bad last week. They lost by 7. They weren't bad. Murray Talangi replaces Kyle Felt on the wing. Obviously, Kyle Felt is suspended after that spear tackle on Jack Bird. And Tanner Boyd takes Ash Taylor's spot. So Ash Taylor's out for a couple of weeks, which is a big blow to the Titans. He's been in great form. He and Fogarty are forming a really good partnership. But Tanner Boyd, I'm a big fan of him. He's got great utility value. He gets an opportunity to, I don't know if he's going to be so much staking a claim in the halves, but really showing what he can do from a starting role. My tip in that game is the Titans by 6. And that's all I have for you this week from NRL team lists. If you like this video, please give me a like if you haven't subscribed yet, or if you don't have to subscribe, but if you want to subscribe, please give me a subscribe. I will see you next week. And hey, let me know your thoughts in the comments section. Give me something to work with. Let me know what you thought about any of these team lists that we've discussed today. Maybe some inclusions that you would have had over some players. Whatever. Just talk to me because I want to talk to you.